Welcome to the building of a CR box for filtration. Normally, we use a fan like this at the top, but we're going to use something different today. Because normally what you do is you put something like this over the fan to create a shield on it, and that stops the air from going back in, and it just pulls the air out and improves the efficiency of the fan. Today we're going to try something different because this is a fairly noisy fan and we want something really quiet. So we're going to put that one away and we're going to use this fan over here. This fan already has a cowling around it, and so what we've done is we've cut this plastic so that it can go in the bottom and this can sit down on top. The controls are a little bit awkward on this, so the top mount has to go underneath them here, so we've cut this very carefully to just fit. So what we have today, we've got 3M filters, 1900 filters. They call them Healthy Living. We've got 4 of them. We've got the top that goes under the fan. We've got some tape. We've got a bottom just cut out of cardboard. And because this fan is a little bit heavier, we've got 2 boxes that we're going to use to prop this fan up so it can sit on the bottom rather than just hang on the top. And the only other thing that's a little different is that we wanted the cable for the fan to come out the bottom. So what we've done is we cut a corner off one of these, and then we've taped it closed so there's no air filtration coming in. And after we're going to put the cable coming out of there, and then after we tape it together, we'll seal around the cable so there's no air infiltration there. And that way the cable can come out the bottom rather than the top. So here we have the filters, and the other thing is that when we take this off, you will notice on the side of the filter there's an arrow. We want the arrow pointed to the inside. The air is going to come in, go through the fan, and be pushed up. So that's important. It's all in the instructions, that one instruction sheet, which I'll put the link to. So we're going to take off all these labels, and you'll notice that this is set up for filtering viruses. It's quite important to have the right level of filters. So 1900, these are 20 by 20 by 1, like that. And again, on the side, we look for the arrow. That's going to point in. Now when we assemble these, we don't just put 2 on the side the same way. We want to have a joint that looks like this on every corner. So the next one is going to go this way, not this way. If this one is like that, then the next one is like that. That way all the sides are the same length. And of course, we have to look for that arrow, and I had that one backwards, and I've got this one backwards. So now the arrows are pointing in. So we want to hook these together so that they're staggered, each one the next layer from the other one. Again, we have to check those arrows, and we're going to put them together kind of like, where's my arrow? Put the arrow at the top, point it in, kind of like that. And that way all the sides are the same length. So that's our basic box. And then on the top, we're going to put this part. And on the bottom, we're going to put just a piece of cardboard. And we're going to tape the whole thing together. So we're going to start on the bottom. Everything can fall down. And now the whole thing moves as one piece. And what's going to happen is the fan's going to sit on it like that. So that's basically what we're doing. Now we want to have the controls on the front on one side, and we want the power cable to come out the other side at the back. So we need the one where I cut the corner off to begin with is going to be where the cable comes out. So it's going to be kind of down like that. So we can tape this box together and then tape it to the bottom. That might be easier. So I'm going to do that. Just cut back a little bit because I've covered over the cord position. There. So now there's a space in the bottom here for the cord to come out. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the bottom on now. And it doesn't really matter which way it is, except the bottom is where the cord's coming out. So we're going to turn it over. And we've got these boxes all set up. And so this goes in this way, and where did I put my cord's coming out here. So I have to get my cord in there to begin with to come out before I tape this in. So we take the cord and we put it underneath, and we make it come out here like that. Then we take this construction that's going to hold our fan and we put it on the bottom like that, and we just run tape all the way around. Now I'm going to leave the cord a little bit loose because I want to be able to pull it out once I put the fan in the box. So again, we get a length of tape. And we want the tape to seal all the way around. We don't want to leave gaps. So the way we do this is we put it on one surface halfway, like that, seal it down. We make sure the surface lines up with the edges of the filter, fold it over, and seal it in place. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it does have to seal. through now, and I cut this at an angle. So it's angled because the thing I'm putting it through is at an angle, so it's important that I have the angle side up. So all I have to do now is take the cable, put it through here, and then put it out the back. Minor step adjustment, but still very important. I hate going backwards with these things. There we go. Comes out the back, and now I have to retape that part. Good, and I'll finish sealing that up later, leave a little bit of play there. Now we're in a position where we can put the fan in through the thing. Okay, did I do it right? Yes. So this goes on the top, the fan, the cord goes inside like that, and we want this going on the top this way, I think. Yeah, because we want the controls at the front and the cord coming out the back. And I have a notch cut in this, so it goes like that. It can sag down a bit at the top. Now I've cut coroplast here just because I had some, and it was a little stiffer than the cardboard to support some of the weight of the fan. And you'll see that the controls for the fan are here. I'm going to have to put some tape around to seal this area, and I'm going to just tape down the top like I did through the rest, and it's actually sitting on the box inside. The nice thing about this fan is that it has side pull in the way it pulls stuff up. It's a very, very quiet fan compared to anything else, and because it's a ducted fan, it's very efficient in terms of pulling the air. Now, I can't give you test results on this fan. I don't have the devices to do that. Somebody else could do that. It's also a more expensive fan. It's just one that we had to make a quieter Christmas box. I like the blue and yellow together on the side of this. It's quite nice. So I'm just going to tape down the top now, and I'm going to pull the cable out first, I think, just to make sure I've got that. Now I have much more cable that's come out. See? And it's oriented so the controls are at the front. And there we go. We're ready to tape down the outside here. And just for what it's worth, this is a Vonado fan, V-O-N-A-D-O. We were using them in the summer when it got really, really hot to move the air around without making too much noise. There we go. And now I just have to put some tape around here so it's not sucking air in there, and tape off where the power cord is coming out. Now for the top there, I want to use a tape that doesn't persistently stick to the fan, because in the summer we may want to use it as a ventilation fan. So I have some gaffer's tape, some painter's tape actually, that I'm going to try. I don't know if this will work or not, because it has to go below the buttons, but we'll try it anyway. We'll try it on the side here first. Let's see. I'm going to fold it back quite a bit, maybe more than half, just to see if I can get around like that. Unfortunately it's black, not yellow, but that's okay. Just go work my way around here because this will come off. It's designed to come off without leaving the adhesive on something. You know, it's for painting and stuff. But it should seal all the way around here. This very small crack that's left, I cut it fairly accurately, fairly tightly. We can get it all the buttons, I think, except for that one. There. And everything else I think is sealed off. I'm just going to put a little bit more yellow tape down the bottom here. Seal around the cable. And we're done. So that cut I put in for the cable to come out is now completely sealed. And we're going to try plugging it in. Let's see if I can reach something that I can plug in. It's down here. If this works. Let's see. And there we have it. That's on the highest setting right now. So if I put it down to a lower setting, so that's the quiet setting. It's moving a surprising amount of air. Moves more air. The air is being pulled in through here, comes up here. Pulled in through here, comes up there. That's all there is to it. We now have a highly efficient, fairly quiet, and of course the more air we pull through it, the more filtration we're going to have in terms of number of cubic feet per minute. But the more people in the room, the more you want it running. But if there's not too many, you can just leave it like that. It's pretty quiet. And that's it. That is our CR box, a Corby Rosenthal box, made with 1900 3M Filcrete filters and a Vornado fan, with a couple of modifications to better support the fan and get our cable to come out the bottom, along with this gorgeous yellow tape. Thank you very much. You can find us on Facebook as Zoomers of the Sunshine Coast, BC. It's a public group. It does not require subscription. You can also find us on Twitter and Mastodon as SC Zoomers. I hope this has been helpful, and make yourself a box. Stay healthy. You know, the new variants are more transmissible. So BQ11 is coming up all over the place, more transmissible than the previous variants. Keep healthy. Enjoy. Have a nice Christmas. Thank you.